change, we gotta fight for it. Ain't nobody gonna give it to us. We just gonna have to take it. How many more funerals do we gotta go to? And how many more scenes of the crime do we gotta watch?
It's still so it's not like I knew a video was out, so then I went and told on myself. I didn't know the damn video came back out.
So the first time that you said that you used the word shit, who was that to?
It was on the phone to my leadership.
To your leadership.
Mm-hmm.
So you told somebody in your leadership that you used the word shit.
Mm-hmm. When they asked me about that.
Then when the meeting happened, where you told them what happened and you left out that you used the word shit, who was part of that meeting? Anybody from your leadership?
Yes, and then some representative from the district.
The person that you told initially that you used the word shit, were they present?
Was in that room.
Was in that room as well, and didn't bother to say, yeah, he told me that initially.
When we asked him. Yeah, when we asked him. So it was
didn't bother to.
It was tell me about the unlawful search, and then I said of who, and they tell me who it was, and I said, yeah, he tried to give me a note this morning, but I don't take notes from parents. But last week then I went into my story. And then
that person that you told initially that you
didn't stick up for me.
Didn't stick up and say, yeah, he told me he used shit. And even
when I asked,
even after it just seems to me that if I were that leader, and you told me initially what happened, and you said you used profanity, and then you came in and you said, yeah, this is what happened, and then you left the room, and they're like, how, okay, the kid's saying, or the video is saying that he uses the word shit. Me as a leader, I would say, yeah, he mentioned that to me in the phone call when I first talked to him. He mentioned that to me, which would say you're not being dishonest. Maybe you just, I don't know.
No, I wasn't even thinking.
When I'm in a meeting with my boss and I cuss, me and an employee were cussing and we're discussing the matter, I don't say all the cuss words that we said unless the boss wants to hear them, because I don't want to use fuck and stuff like that in front of my boss.
Well, that doesn't even, to me, again, that doesn't matter to me. I've went and told on myself for language I felt was inappropriate.
Well, you did it on the first one.
Now there's people that are going to sit up on their high horse and say, oh, we shouldn't use the word shit around children. But like I said, it's, to me, it kind of, takes a unit. They're like, oh man, damn, Officer Fleming's a real person. Like, he says shit. Right. And then, so it kind of breaks down that barrier that's set up between me and the kids. And so when I thought about it, when I said it, I didn't feel the need to call my supervisor at that time and say, this is what happened. Because I said, I don't want that shit. I didn't, and I didn't know about any video. So I was like, that's, unfortunately, that's normal interaction from me to the students, and they'll tell you that. Yeah, we've heard Officer Fleming cuss every once in a while. And I'll tell you, there's no other officer on that department that builds rapport faster than me. There's just not. I'm not going to cry. I over spilled milk or whatever. Like, I'm going to press on, because there's not going to be anybody in that leadership or the district that's going to dictate my future. I'm not really worried about it. Would I like to have...
At least you got out of there without shit on officially on record.
Right.
You can get.
And obviously now my medical insurance is gone, but I contacted the VA, and I got a meeting with them on Tuesday, so I'm going to get all that. I get disability from the VA, and it's an unfortunate situation, but again, those people, the truth is I wasn't planning on staying there forever. I am building myself up to be marketable, so I'll have other options. But again, I want my name to be defended, because to me, the Fleming name means something. you know, now that this is out on the media, I know there's at least probably 1,000 parents that are like, man, we didn't know Officer Fleming was like that. He intimidates y'all. But
Yeah.
I got these two students. You know, again, there's two of them. So I was like, I want another
the one
adult
that's
here.
skipping ISS.
Yes.
Okay, and then you have Jonah.
Right.
They're together in the restroom.
Right. And I, you know, he may have been there, you know, like he should have been.
What was the intent of going to the principal's office?
I don't have that intent. Like, I just call the principal, hey, look, found these guys in the bathroom, and they typically discipline them, depending on if their story checks out. Well, number one, there's two of them, and I want another adult present since I don't have a body camera. Right, I feel like that's the best practice. It protects me. Well, I thought it did, but it protects me to where everything that's exchanged. And I told him, just keep your hands on the wall. We're gonna hang out until the principal gets here.
So you called the principal over to the area where you were at?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you did the pat down, was the vice principal there at that time? Okay.
No,
You did the pat down?
I was the one looking for the student.
And then who made the decision to go to the principal's office?
That's just where we go. So we typically take them down there, get their story.
Vice
Are you
principal
supposed to
comes
be
the
there?
restroom, but in this incident, the vice principal comes over there, and then you guys
They're like, let's go to the office.
let's go to the office.
We check their story out. Whatever the administration wants to do, it's completely up to them at that point because it's not a law enforcement issue.
You guys took both the ISS student and Jonah down to the office?
Yes.
And then the ISS student, I'm assuming he had to go to ISS, or she had to go
Eventually,
to ISS.
yeah, but he went through the same process. It was the same process.
Was there a search done on the ISS student?
Yes, it's the same. Like, both kids didn't get treated
separately?
Yes.
Okay, but in the principal's office, both kids
Everything
same
was
thing?
done the same way, yeah,
Okay.
of both students. So.
That's important because that's a question people are going to want to know.
Right, yeah.
I can tell you this. District officials have described this restroom, in justifying their actions, have described this restroom as I quote, it doesn't make sense really, but a high drug activity area. That's what they said.
Right.
So then,
Which
of
is in the
course,
police report as well.
So then that leads to this question for the school district. What are you guys doing about this high drug activity area? We certainly hope that there's a record of you guys doing something about it. And how many kids are you stopping coming out of this restroom based on the fact that it's a high drug activity area?
Right.
How many kids are you stopping? Or is this the first time? Is this something that just started happening? Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all these questions that people have.
But there has been situations to where I found other students in there that were supposed to be at lunch or wherever they're supposed to be, just hanging out. Pulled all four of them out, put them up. Hey, hands on the wall. I'm gonna let you know why I'm doing
where
this.
you go to hide.
Right. And I'm doing this, and that it was just right after the Texas A&M officer got shot and killed. And I'm like, listen, like, this is for our weapons
So
only.
you've patted down kids coming out of the restrooms before?
Yeah, not that specific one, but other ones, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And they were like, yeah, cool, okay, we understand, Officer Fleming, no big deal, you know. And then I walked them down to the office. And then the other student who has been heard in class saying, you know, I want to be bigger than Pablo Escobar.
Jonah?
No,
Or
the other
The
student
other
that he
kid,
was with.
the ISS kid. There's a person called Diamond Flamingo, and it's always important to verify sources. So, Diamond Flamingo identifies himself as you. Is that you?
Yes, that is. And I don't want this to come off like I'm bitter about how it went, because I'm not. And while I was on administrative leave, I had like a very calming like sense, because even my son's mom was like, you don't even seem worried. And I'm like, really, to be honest with you, I just feel like it's God's path right now. Like it wasn't meant for me to be right here at this time. Like he said, I used to see him post all kinds of stuff about police and, you know, fuck this cop and all this other shit. And I'd be like, hey man, like you just my friend that was here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, calm down. Like, let me tell you why he's doing what he did. Or if he posts something and it's like, obviously the cop is a jackass and can't let stuff go. I'm like, man, this dude needs to be fired. And so I want to hold my people accountable. Well, I can't even say my people anymore, but like I want to hold police accountable even while working within the career field. So how this all tumbled on me, I'm like, man, like again, I'm not gonna cry over it, but I'm like, you couldn't.
Who'd you start watching first, me or him?
Well, him obviously because they had that video.
Okay.
And then when you posted the one just recently,
I'm just for my own ego.
no, that's fine. Yeah, when you posted the one about this last one about like Kitty Hawk or whatever, you were like,
so you weren't watching me prior to all this?
No. I don't. To me, I don't watch that type, like those people who are out doing that stuff. I don't do it because I know what my response is going to be.
Did you know that Jonah's dad was a fucking civil rights activist?
No, absolutely not. Okay. Had no idea. I never had any.
That's a question I had for you because I was like, if I were in your shoes, I don't know. Not that it.
Oh, to fuck with them?
No. It shouldn't matter. But it is it is a reality.
Right.
If I was a cop and Martin Luther King was standing over there and he looked like he was doing something he shouldn't be doing, versus just some other person, I would handle Martin Luther King or Kid Fucking Bugs, right?
Right.
Yeah. Knows, you know what I mean? So.
And when I started watching the videos and I thought his name was the young.
If I knew Jonah's dad was a civil rights activist, I would have been like, I probably wouldn't have done unless there was, a weapon involved or,
right.
I felt somebody's life was in jeopardy. I would have been like, I want to do this pat down, but I'm gonna call some people over here first and get some witnesses, and then I'm gonna pat them.
Right. And to be honest with you, that's not even something I would do, because I know I'm not gonna violate someone's rights prior to dealing with them. So I don't like. The only reason why I needed the administrator up there is because it wasn't a law enforcement issue at that point. When there's no weapons on them, being in the bathroom's not a crime, So why am I gonna reach for something that ain't there? Pat them down. All right, y'all. I feel safe with you guys, but now look, I caught y'all in the bathroom. Principal's gonna have to.
Are they giving hall passes at that school?
Yes.
And he did. He abandoned the encounter because he knew that I don't have to show it to him.
Okay,
But he tells
I believe you, but open carry. I thought when I thought one of the stipulations that law enforcement required to pass the law and all that to get it going, was that they wanted to at least be able to stop you.
Right. They did. Whenever open carry was just coming about, you had both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Basically, you had law enforcement.
But now
open carry people, which law enforcement are too. But
you can't check them then.
So at the end of the day, when open carry passed, there is a statute under the 30-06, 30-07, chapter 30, and it says persons who are licensed to carry are obligated to show a police officer upon request their CHL.
Got it.
Or license to carry.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you interpret that?
It doesn't say a person commits an offense if they don't, and it doesn't prescribe a penalty if they don't. Gotcha. It just simply, believe it or not, that's all it says. Now,
okay,
that does not supersede my Fourth Amendment right. I'm sorry, my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Right.
Nor my Fourth Amendment right. Is it Fourth or 14th? I forget what it is. But it doesn't supersede my right to an unlawful search. It doesn't throw out my right to only be searched upon probable cause with a search warrant or arrest. So in order to take my gun from me, that's a search. It's a seizure. I'm protected by the Constitution against unreasonable seizure, and in order to seize something from me, it has to be upon reasonable suspicion of a crime. And if you don't have that, the mere fact that it says I'm obligated to show you doesn't give you the right to override my constitutional right not to be seized or searched. So that's the dilemma. I see what you're saying.
Because they put on the open carry class, and from what I understood, was that you, like you said, you're obligated to produce your CHL if you get stopped, but also was, and again, I don't know the specifics because I haven't dealt with anybody open carrying around me, because typically they stay away from the schools if they're doing that open carry. So I haven't really had any interaction, and it didn't pass until after I was already out of the sheriff's office, so I didn't know. But I was under the assumption that you could safe keep that gun for a certain amount of time if there were certain stipulations as to why you weren't doing what you were doing as far as like showing your CHL, like if you didn't give it to you. 'Cause do you give it to them or no when they ask?
I don't unless I'm under arrest. I don't provide, and you don't have to provide. You don't have to provide your CHL at any time that you're not required to provide identification.
Gotcha. So basically, you have to be lawfully detained to be able to. So
Now here's another one that officers often get wrong, and matter of fact, SAX Perez is an expert at this. That's what he does, the ID. But if you're detaining me because you saw me over there by that bathroom and you smell weed, you don't have to ID at that point. You can investigate all you want, and until you have probable cause that I'm going to arrest you,
Yeah,
I don't have to speak.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't.
Well, and I'll tell you, and please, I want this not in the video.
No, it won't.
But I was under a federal
like I told you,
investigation.
I'm not gonna.
In the Air Force, I ended up getting hooked on medications, basically pain pills. It led to a bigger
Opioid, like
yeah,
hydrocodone or something.
yeah.
Okay.
It led to
Surprise.
something way bigger, right?
Did you know you're not the only one?
And I took it as prescribed at first, right? Until my chemicals in my body was like, yeah, I need that, you know. And then it ended up going on so big, right? And then the OSI with their drug enforcement. You know OSI? It's like basically the Air Force's all their federal agencies in one. It's Office of Special Investigations.
Okay.
Right?
I think
and so they do undercover shit, and they, you know, and I got popped. Not popped, but like I got flown back from Las Vegas to my original station, and as I'm hovering and got cell phone service, my wife at the time, my son's mom, was like, "There's federal agents here to pick you up," and I was like, "Oh fuck, well, it's up now, right?" And so I walk out there, and they say you can kiss. My son was under 1 year old at that time, and
you pissed hot or
huh?
You pissed
No,
hot? Or?
it just TRICARE tracks everything, man.
Okay.
So I was going to multiple emergency rooms, and so that's how they popped.
Doctor shopping.
They turned it over to OSI.
Okay.
And so I walk out, and obviously the jackets are there, and I was like, fuck, man. And they said, you can kiss your wife and your son, but you got to come with us. And like, they had a fucking convoy, like of all black vehicles and shit, and we drive back to the base. And my sergeant at the time beat me to the OSI building, and
I think in Army they call it CID or something, but it's the same shit.
Well, yeah, but I don't even know if CID is federal, right? Isn't CID like just
it's
basically
like, the step
military
above the
and
base police?
Yeah. So this is like this is like NCIS to the Navy, and Marines is OSI to the Air Force.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And it had been a year or so long investigation, undercovers befriended me type shit.
Wow.
And my sergeant came to me and just like shook me, and he said, "Don't you fucking say anything. You have a right to remain silent. You need to remain silent." And to this day, I took that advice, and I'm probably not in Leavenworth right now because of that. And so that's, you know, again, I don't get to respond to the stuff that's being portrayed. However, I've used those same liberties to protect myself and stay out of prison. I damn sure ain't gonna violate somebody else's. You know, it's just nobody knows the backstory, right? And then I've told every employer up until now. Hell, I got kicked out of the Air Force with a general under honorable, and my characterization was misconduct, drug abuse. Hell, I got kicked out of the Air Force with a general under honorable, and my characterization was misconduct, drug abuse. Hell, I got kicked out of the Air Force with a general under honorable, and my characterization was misconduct, drug abuse. So you know, like I said, I'm all about remaining silent, you know, exercising your rights, I fully support that. I shouldn't. I'm actually excited because I want my story out there. And he's gonna be pissed. I get it. But what? But
Here, check this out.
Are we really getting to the truth, or are we not?
Check this out. I was looking at my phone because here you go. Bullshit, Jack. You agreed to abide by the group's direction when you joined us. The group decided to go along with the lawyer whenever he advised. He says not to do it. We need to not do it. If you can't deal with that, maybe you need to be out of the group. Another guy, PNP News. I don't care if you talk to him, Jack, but I think you should listen to the lawyer. The asshole wants to talk and tell you what a nice person he is, and them attacks by claims of drug dealer and weapon in school. He cannot be trusted. Hope you all calm down. We don't need this in our group. We have been here for each other, and I would like to keep it that way. Jack needs to go.
Oh my God.
Well,
and again, what are we really doing? Do we want the truth or not? I mean, you know.
Well, if they don't want the fucking truth, then, you know, they can.
And the truth
find
is,
somebody
like,
else to work with.
your story fucking created collateral damage, and I was the one that got hung out to dry. Yeah. Like, so, and like, I would want him to understand, like, listen, my man, like, I get it. I understand where you're upset, but you got the wrong man hung.
So I wish we could have met under better circumstances.
Well, absolutely.
But good luck in your future endeavors.
For sure, and I'm you know, it's gonna. I don't want to add insult to injury, but I'm not gonna subscribe, but I'm gonna follow your videos.
That's not a problem.
You know.
No, I understand.
And I do appreciate it. Like there's certain men in this world that really want to know the truth, and investigative journalists like you are rare.
And now people get misconception about what they see on my YouTube channel, but now you kind of.
I know, and you know me now a little bit better.
Story.
And now I you know, because I'm sure I ask like 100 people, they're gonna be like, oh, he's fucking crazy. I'm like, no, he sat down with me and wanted to hear my side. Not only that, this guy is a good guy. He's trying to rid this career, number one, of shitty cops, and number two, he's about education. So if they don't know the law now, whatever discipline they get later, they're gonna understand the law better.
The bad cops make it dangerous for the good cops, man. I'm better than I am.
Yeah, and I appreciate you again. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Well, it should be good. I don't have a target on my back for the badge.
Okay, man.
This is how we do it.